Hello and welcome to Smooth Jazz Saxophone Lessons with Daryl Merle coming to you again. In this week's lesson, I want to discuss some things that you can use while playing smooth jazz or gospel that will help you sound more like a singer when you play. There's some common things that singers do that are just really easy and musical and can get you playing and sounding soulful pretty fast outside of just you working on your tone. But before we get into it, if you would please hit your like button, your share button, your subscribe button, hit that bell for notifications because I'm coming to you every week and we want to make sure everybody can get a hold of this information and become the best saxophone players that we possibly can and be as soulful and smooth as possible. Today I want to go over some things that singers use, some tricks that singers use that we as instrumentalists can use to sound more like a singer and sound more soulful. One of those things is using our major pentatonic scale, especially when we play in a major scale. And so that scale, if we're in the key of C, and if you're on alto saxophone, the track that I'm going to use today will probably be this is your B flat major. So you can transcribe it to what you need to be, but if you take the numbers that I'm giving you, I'm using my new P. Mariette System 76 soprano today. I'm digging it, so you're going to see me play it a lot right now. So anyway, that scale is your first note. So in the key of C, it would be C. It's your second note of your scale, which would be your D. It's your third note of your scale, which would be your E. And then you would have not your fourth note. You would skip F. You would go to your fifth note, which is G. And then you go to your sixth note, which is A. And then you be back to the next C, which is your octave. So if you put that together, you got 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 8. 1 as in C, 2 is your D, 3 is your E, 5 is your G, 6 is your A, and 8 is your octave. When I'm calling out numbers, I'm calling your scale in order. So C is our first note, so therefore it will be 1. D is our second note of the scale, so therefore it would be our 2. E is our third note of the scale, so therefore it would be 3, and so on and so forth. So the formula for the major pentatonic scale is C, D, E, G, A, and then your octave, which is the next C. So it would sound like this. I'm going to start with the low C. Next octave, I'm going to do it again. Okay. Now I'm going to bring it down from that next octave down to the middle C. Now I'm going to bring it down from middle C to low C. One way I help people remember how to play the major pentatonic scale is by playing that famous lick in My Girl. Okay, so that's one way you can remember if you're playing it right in any key. If you switch to another key, it should sound the same in any key, and that's how you can know if you're playing it right. Okay, so why do I bring up the major pentatonic scales? Because right off the bat, if you play it, it makes things sound musical. So let me demonstrate. Here's the scale by itself. Now I'm going to use that scale, and I'm just going to try to make it sound more like a person singing. And right now I'm going to stay right with it as it is. So as you can see, with little effort and just trying to simply sing what's in my head or playing around with things and just trying to make it sound like a singer, you could make that turn to to be an improvisation just like that. 1, 2, 3, skip the 4, go to your 5th note, in whatever key you in, if it's a major sounding song like this one, and go to your 6th note, and go back to your 8th. So if you like today's lesson, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. I really would appreciate it. Also, if you would like to hear any of my music or keep up with some of the things I have going on outside of giving lessons, you can check me out at darrellmerle.com. Hello, I'm saxophonist Darrell Merle, and I give saxophone lessons. I've been teaching saxophone for over 20 years now. I've been playing for over 20 years, should I say. And I started off playing by ear in church, and I've also kind of learned some of the ropes in school with school band and private lessons. So I do teach from those two perspectives. I teach from an ear perspective, and I teach from a reading perspective, but I tend to drive more onto where I got it. I got it more so by ear, on the spot. I got it more so by performing and doing things of that nature. So I tend to teach people from the way that I got it. The way that I would like to teach people how to play more so is song related, and how to embellish the songs, how to bring those songs to life, how to give it more soul. Because I grew up especially in church, and so it's all about the feel. Even if you play 50 million notes, if you don't have two that really make somebody remember who you are, you ain't really doing anything. So that's where I teach from. And I've been professional now maybe 2.5 years, so I can even bring some things to the table to help you on your journey if you are trying to become a professional saxophone player. I can have you moving in like 2 or 3 weeks to where you won't believe the things that you can do. So lessons are $25 for 30 minutes. If it's online, it'll probably be a little more, but normally I do it at my studio for 30 minutes for $25 a lesson. If it's online, I usually tend to charge a little more, but if you want more information, there's more information in this video, as well as darrellmerle.com.